Hi, boys and girls. Today in social studies, we are going to continue learning about regions, and today we are focusing on the West. You will need your social studies book, turn to page 30, your pencil or highlighter to highlight important information, and then of course we are going to be filling in our graphic organizer at the end. The West. The West extends from Alaska in the north to Hawaii in the south. Some areas are hot and dry. Let's stop right there and underline the words hot and dry. It tells us a bit more about the climate. In fact, the driest place in our country is Death Valley in California. This desert gets about 2 inches of rainfall each year. So I'm going to underline that Death Valley is a desert that only gets about 2 inches of rainfall a year. The West also has the wettest place in our country. Mount Waialeale in Hawaii gets almost 500 inches of rain every year. Let's underline Mount Waialeale gets almost 500 inches of rain every year. That's very different from Death Valley. Different types of cacti, grasses, and wildflowers are found in the region. So I know we have cacti, grasses, and wildflowers. Farmers grow strawberries, lettuce, and other fruits and vegetables. Let's underline the crops that are being grown as well. Strawberries, lettuce, and other fruits and vegetables. The Olympic rainforest is found along the Pacific coast in the state of Washington. It contains many different types of trees and mosses. So let's underline trees and mosses. Wood from the natural resources there is used to build houses, furniture, musical instruments, and other items. So I also know that wood is being used as well. Now let's take a look. Actually, you can see here Death Valley National Park would be the welcome sign. And then we see a picture of the West. So just a reminder that you have been doing a really great job labeling each of the states in each region. So today when you are focusing on the West, you want to use your orange crayon to go ahead and shade that in. Once you do that, you can go ahead and give it a check. And then it says which ocean is north of Alaska. So remember to use your compass rose if you are looking at Alaska, which ocean is directly above it. So you can fill that in as well. Now let's take a look at our landmarks in the West. What's the highest point in North America? The answer is Mount Denali. This natural landmark in Alaska is 20,320 feet above sea level. Let's stop right there and underline that Mount Denali is a natural landmark. Another natural landmark in the West is Devil's Tower in Wyoming. This national monument may have been formed by an ancient volcano. So another natural landmark is Devil's Tower. One of the most famous man-made landmarks in the United States is the Golden Gate Bridge. So another landmark, but this time it's man-made, is the Golden Gate Bridge. Millions of people travel to San Francisco, California, from all over the world to visit the bridge each year. Before we go down to our task beneath, let's take a look to the right. Use the information in the paragraph to label the pictures above. So we just learned about 3 different natural and man-made landmarks in the West. We are going to take that information and put it on the bottom. So I'm going to start over here, since Mount Denali was the first landmark that was mentioned as being the highest point in North America. Then we learned about the natural landmark Devil's Tower, and I see it right over here. And lastly, we learned about the Golden Gate Bridge, which is man-made. And the photograph is right in the center. All right, now let's take a look at the task below. Describe the vegetation in the West. So what are some things that are growing in this region? If I go back to page 30, we underlined quite a bit. Cacti, grasses, wildflowers. We also had strawberries, lettuce, fruits, and vegetables growing as well. So let's go ahead and add quite a few. Cacti, grasses, wildflowers are found in the region. Farmers are growing strawberries, lettuce, and other fruits and vegetables. And here we come to the essential question from lesson 2. We've been learning about 5 different regions. So when we think about what defines a region, we want to focus on all of the parts of our graphic organizer. So we've been learning about the climate, natural resources, landmarks, and vegetation of each region of the United States. So when I think of what defines a region, I can add in that each of those parts are important to what makes a region unique or different from other regions. So let's cross out our question word and let's add in each of those 4 parts. Vegetation, landmarks, natural resources, and climate define a region. Feel free to add in any extra thinking that you think fits best. Now, just a reminder again that you should be filling in your graphic organizer. Today you will be working in the West region, and you want to take a look at all of the different information that you already underlined or highlighted. So you would fill in the climate, natural resources, landmarks, and vegetation. Great job.